see this little lever right there?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
This
Now
one.
No. You just took a picture of my dog tag.
Oh, dear. Oh, all right. I'm ready.
You ready now? Come on, guys. You ready? It's the only one the dog tags.
Yeah. Now, do I have to turn this?
No. It's all set. It's all right.
All right. All right.
This over here, huh?
Hey, Becky, you look terrific.
Oh, smash.
Here, get in the picture. Come on. You look great.
Yeah, well.
Wonderful. All right. Ready?
Yeah, here we are.
Here we go. Can you close in a little? And try to look a little more pleasant.
Wait a minute.
Being squeezed in here I am.
Oh, all right. Here, Tommy. Why don't you sit on this?
Got it? That's a relief to get him off my feet.
It's a relief to get off my own feet.
All right. Here we are. Ready now? Lockie, could you smile a little more?
Can I make an expression at will?
Well, if you can't smile a little more, could you frown a little less?
We'll take that photo, be done with it.
All right. Now you have to be very still. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Okay, now we have pictures here of everyone but you. Let's take one of you by yourself.
All right, Alan. What is that?
Oh, no.
No, go ahead, Lucky. Then we can all have a copy.
We had ours took.
Right.
You look so dashing in your kilt. Won't you please?
Come on, Lucky. It won't hurt you.
You know, the film belongs to me, and I'm not doing it.
Oh, come on now. Give me one good reason.
I could not face it alone. I'll put my
Look, there's only one exposure left. Just pretend it's an X-ray.
Come on, go on.
Please. Please. Right there. Perfect.
Sister, excuse me. I think you're going to need a little more light than that.
Oh, Yank's right. Come stand by the door.
I'm being hurried, but let's get on with it.
Come on now, Lackey. Just relax now. Stand here and pretend you're on your own land, you know, in your pasture, and you're looking down the road, okay? You come it back here. Get the flag. That's good.
All right, now, let's make this the best of the lot. Stand still, Lockie.
You ought to be smoking a crooked pipe.
You ought to have a sheepdog.
Come on now. Stop coaching from the sidelines. Get back here. You're out of the lap. There you go. That's good.
Oh. Lockie, stop fidgeting. I can't keep you in focus.
I can't where to put my hands.
Put them in your pockets.
I'll put them on your hips. Let's see how that looks. No, it's not good.
How about a profile? The hand shading his eyes, looking for his sheep.
That's good. Try that.
Will you please be still, all of you? Lockie, don't listen to them. Oh, that's very good. That's lovely. Here we go now. All right, ready? Tommy.
What?
Get out of the picture.
Right, sorry.
Tommy.
Hello. Yeah.
Out. All right, Lockie. Smile. Smile. Lockie, smile.
I cannot smile.
Come on now, Lackey. Just stand there. You better take it while you can, sister. He's getting mad.
Oh, yes, all right. Here we are. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's over.
Oh, you're terrific.
I thought you were my friends.
I'm sorry, Lackey, but a mad Scot and has killed Mr. Ridge.
You are very handsome and patient. Yank, why don't you take our film over to the X-ray room, see if they'll develop our pictures
Yes,
for us.
ma'am.
All right. Now, will some of you men go over to Ward C and get the bathtub? They're going to let us use it for a week.
Can I go, sister? I'd like to stretch my legs.
I don't care who goes, as long as you bring it back.
Digger?
Well, I'll put my kilt away.
Lucky, do you mind waiting just a moment or two? I haven't had a really good look at you yet.
You'll have the photo to study.
No. Just stand there a moment and let us admire the kilt.
Yeah. Right. Walk around in him, Lucky. Hey,
Yeah, do that, would you?
What do you say?
If you wish it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right along here.
Yeah.
There we go.
You got the legs for him.
Got a hell of a gait on it.
Yeah. Oh, don't they swish? Yeah.
Yes, let's see how graceful it is when you make a turn. What happens?
There's a wee flare.
Lovely.
A flare, we've got to see a flare.
Yeah.
Lucky. what would happen if you had the world?
Not.
No. It should be graceful, kind of like a fountain, right?
Oh, yeah,
right?
yes.
Come on, Lucky, let's see a world.
Oh, yes. Right like that. Yes. Right there.
Put your hands up. Back, nice and big.
Kiwi, are you boys going to get that tub or not?
Right away.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Lucky.
Very good, thank you.
Very nice.
Yank, could I speak to you for a moment?
Oh, yeah, sure. You guys can manage without me.
Come on, you dirty old man. You'll use the tub, too.
Got him. I swear, it's a plot to keep me ignorant.
What's on your mind, Nike?
Well, Yank, I believe you said you were getting wed when you get home.
You bet.
When were you first sure that you wanted a wife?
First time I kissed my gal.
Ah, when you kissed her.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's the way it was for me.
Yank, if a good girl kisses you, it's an encouraging sign, is it not?
Yeah, well, tell you good or bad, it's encouraging any way you look at it.
Well, then, do you think I've the right to ask a lass to be my wife? No. With things like they are. Why do you hesitate?
Well, what do you mean with things like they are?
Well, if I was to wed now, I'd have to return to my regiment. Would that be fair to my bride?
Wait a minute, Lackey, you don't mean that you're talking about,
Aye. Bonnie Sister Margaret.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Lackey, you can't do that. I mean,
She's not married.
look, Lackey, everybody falls in love with their nurse, you know, that's natural. I mean, I'll bet every patient that's ever been in this ward has fallen in love with Sister Margaret for a while, including me. She's just good to us, and she looks after us. But look, that don't mean that she loves us. I just think you might be making a mistake here to think it means anything else.
So I wanted your advice, Yank. You're a fellow Scot. Yank. Did you ever hear of Sister Margaret kissing a patient?
No.
No, of course not. So, if she did kiss a man of her own free will, it would mean she meant to encourage him, eh?
Well,
Say if she kissed me, Yank, and she did. It must mean something.
yeah, something.
She cupped my face near her two soft hands, and she kissed me.
Lackey, women kiss lots of men without having it mean marriage.
Do you think Sister Margaret be so free?
No.
I'll be awake the whole night, wondering how my fortune could be so great.
I wish you'd sleep more and think less.
Still, I've no wish to make a fool of myself. Yank, do you think I'd be unwise to risk a proposal?
Well, Lackey, now I don't know.
The facts are in my favor.
Yeah, well. Oh, hell. Go ahead.
My proposal prepared.
Look, Lackey, if you're really serious about this now, I want you to consider something. It's very...
There's some medicine for you, Lucky. Deserted, Blossom.
better chance.
You mean now?
Sure, why not?
Aye. I'm glad I kept my kilt on. It'll not hurt my purpose.
By all means, keep your kilt on.
Yemo wants you to take these.
Hey, Blossom.
Willful waste of pills.
Blackie, see you later, sister. Come on, Blossom. I'll take you outside and teach you another word.
Well,
Sister,
yes.
could you spare a moment?
Well, I was going over to see the matron. What did you want?
I was thinking of making a proposal of marriage. Think you'd best be seated.
Gracious, yes. Just a minute, Rocky. Is this proposal of marriage directed at me?
Aye. Who else? No. I told you once, I had no plans for marriage in my future, you may recall.
Vividly.
Aye. Well, I've said some things I've cause to regret. Among them was my attitude on marriage.
Rocky, you mustn't
No,
feel
please,
that you-
please, interrupt me. My proposal. I'm not much of a man on the surface, but I've a great and powerful will to work. I've a wee button bin in Scotland, which you know about. My health is good, regardless of the Colonel's spite. I have a fearful temper. But I do not think I'll make you suffer for it. I'll do my best. Until I get out of the army, I've my pay. You know what it is. I'll sign it over to you. I'll give you all that I can. You'll never want for food. You'll never have to worry about the rent. I've worked since I was 7. I've been a cabin boy, a seaman, a farmer, a carpenter, a miner, a stevedore, and a staff sergeant. I can always work for you. I'm not legitimate. My mother was not wed. I've good teeth. I'm not tattooed or anything. I love you. I hope you'll not be hasty in considering my proposal.
Are you offering me your life because you feel you owe me something?
Oh, no. I offer you my heart. Because it does me no good without you.
It isn't simple.
There's another in your life.
No, it isn't.
You didn't share my feeling.
No,
Oh, I presume too much. I've made you unhappy. Can you forgive me, please?
no, Lucky, forgive you. You've done nothing wrong. It's me. Oh, I wish I could say. Lucky, of course I care for you. Why must I love you?
You confuse me. Do you or don't you?
Oh, God help us. I do.
Well, marry me.
you want me, I'd be honored to marry you.
Bonnie, Meg.
Oh, dear, not Maggie.
I'll do not to displease you.
No promises.
How can you care for me?
And no doubts.
Jump for the railing, eh?
No. Just so you do. Just so you
Right,
do.
you like to help bash it down. Hurry up, this is heavy.
You work too hard. Yeah? I bet this is the tub they boil the tea in.
That's a good bet. I'll take it.
I'm gonna sit in this tub and do my laundry.
You sit in it, you'll wear it for life.
Matron's waiting for me.
I've waited for you. All my life. Do not go far.
There's so many things I should say to you. I probably never will. Let's not waste time looking back.
Well? Oh, Yank. If you didn't despise it so, I'd play my bagpipes.
I know the answer.
She will, lad. She will. She loves me.
She'll marry you?
Aye. Oh, we've not set the date, but she's agreed. Will you stand up for me, Hank?
Well, be your best man.
Aye.
Sure.
Ah, thank you. Thank... If you excuse me, I think I'll put my kilt away now. I'll rest a bit, if you didn't mind. Thank you.
Oh, Tommy, when you go in to bathe, take a towel, some scented soap, and can opener. Figure? Got a little game.
Hey, Russell.
All right. Little gin.
Gin?
That's fine.
Is he changing?
You got 52 now, yeah.
Just what is this all about?
We was settling a bet, sir. It's kilts, kilts, sir.
Well, where's Sergeant McLaughlin?
He's in there, sir.
Move the screen aside. I want to talk to him.
Yes, sir. Lackey, Colonel, to see you. Aye.
What was this changing, sir?
That's all right. Did you take the pills I sent you?
Aye, I took them. You cannot force me to take any more.
What's that?
May I be so bold as to remind you, sir, that as a British soldier, I've the right to refuse them.
You men wait outside.
Sure. Excuse me, sir.
I've just come from talking to the DMS about you.
Is there a charge you bringing against me, sir?
Sit down. Before I moved you over here, I called GHQ about the possibility of having you flown back.
Back where, sir?
I thought you might like to go back to Scotland. There might be some matter there you wanted to attend to. I was told the request was preposterous. Too many priorities. It seems 108 brigadiers were on the waiting list.
I didn't ken why you should do that for me, sir.
When we were turned down, I decided to keep you here. You got along all right? Satisfied?
Aye. There's good men here, sir.
Well, I've just had a call from Army. Someone at GHQ has decided you are more important than the waiting list.
You must be joking, sir. I'm a sergeant. Of course, in the Camerons.
Sergeant or brigadier, you have a passage booked for you tomorrow, if I can get you to the wing commander. You've been given an A1 priority. You can be in Scotland within 3 days. Do you want to go?
It's a great temptation, sir. When can I return?
You wouldn't return.
I'd not be allowed to return to my regiment, sir.
Sergeant, I've been given a direct order. I disagree with that order, but I'm a soldier. I argued against it for half an hour. Well, I have no choice. There seems to be a regulation somewhere. Probably dates from the Boer War. Anyway, the DMS remembers it and says you must be given the full facts of your case.
But I've been given the facts, sir.
Not entirely. When you came here with that shrapnel in your kidney, there was a chance you'd recover.
Aye, I have.
You've recovered from the operation, yes. But you have one kidney left. A bad one. Oh, I know you feel perfectly well, but that one kidney is destined to collapse.
Aye. And what do you do?
Nothing. We can't give a man a new kidney. There's nothing that surgery or medicine can do to help you. Do you understand?
How long have I got, sir?
A week, maybe 2.
It's not much time.
I didn't tell you, Sergeant, because there seemed nothing to gain.
I thought you had a spite on me.
Hardly. Oh, I wish I could give you one of my kidneys. I've damn little use for 2. Well, lad, would you like to go back to Scotland?
My brain is numb.
GHQ feels you can do your country a further service. They'll make a hero of you, fly you back with a great deal of fanfare. I know all that part of it won't mean anything to you, but you will see Scotland again. The alternative is to stay with us. Stay here with your friends.
Did lads in the ward know about me, sir?
Yes. I wanted things made as pleasant as possible for you. I asked them to help you.
And the sister?
Naturally, she had to know.
I'd like to go back to Scotland, sir.
Well, if that's your
That's my
decision.
choice.
In the meantime,
I'd like to be left to myself.
Certainly. I wish I could say something wise and warm and reassuring.
You can spare me that. I've had enough pity, thank you.
If I can be of service to you, call on me. Now, I'll take care of your papers, arrange for your transport, and get you down to Calcutta first thing in the morning.
What did old Cobwebs want, Lucky?
Harry ticked Lucky off about the pills, he did.
The way our Lucky stood up to him.
Yeah, don't pay any attention to old Cobwebs, Lackey. He just likes to throw his weight around. Listen, I'm going to take this film over to be developed. Does anybody want to take a walk with me? Hey, what are you doing, Lackey? Wait a minute, you ruined him, Lackey.
You can't go back to your own bed.
What the hell's the matter?
I'm not asking you.
Didn't say it down.
Did you talk to him?
Spoiled the picture, sister. What the hell's wrong with him?
The Colonel told him everything.
Why?
Oh, I do think they were wrong.
God, what good will it do him?
Lucky.
I'll be going away in the morning. If you've any decency in here, you'll kindly not speak to me. You'll leave me in peace behind the screen. I've no wish to see you. Any of you.
Wait a minute,
If you
Lackey.
touch me, I'll break your face.
You'll need us, Lucky. You'll need us.
I'll need no one. I should have known. You'd be like all the rest. When you bought my friendship cheaply, with the price of a kilt. Should have put a higher value on my pride. How righteous you must feel in your pity, in your goodness. Not let you hurt me again.
Yang, the OC signed your papers.
When can I leave?
Not until this afternoon.
When does he leave?
In a few minutes. Yang, would you collect the breakfast plates, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yang? Sister has a cold, hasn't she?
I didn't know it was coming.
Yeah. I could make tastier tea with feathers.
I suppose once you're gone, this will be my job.
Well, you can have it. Came to get your plate. Breakfast get cold. Don't you want it? Sister says you'll be leaving in a few minutes.
Aye.
Do you need any help?
Want no help.
I was leaving myself this afternoon, but if you stayed, I would. If you'd like. Well, I'll be damn sorry to see you go. I hope things won't be too bad for you. I'd like to say goodbye now.
You've said it.
Your papers, Lockie. They'll send word over as soon as your transport's here.
Let my kit ready in a moment.
Hey, how about a little help with these?
How about a little help? About a little help?
May I stay and talk to you?
There is naught to say.
Oh, Lockie, please hear me. I may not have another chance.
There is naught to say.
We wanted to save you all the unhappiness we could. Was that a betrayal?
Did you forget I was a soldier? Didn't you know I'd faced dying before?
I can't let you walk out of here despising us.
You cannot prevent me.
Think the way we feel about you. Less honest, less genuine because we knew to begin with?
Dare you answer that truthfully?
Well, of course we were more considerate because we knew. What kind of people would we be if we'd been indifferent?
The kind of people I should have known you'd be. The kind that'll beat a man, rob him, hound him, slander him, betray him, and think it fair game unless he's dying. And then you're frightened. Your conscience drives you to goodness. Find your sudden virtue not worthy of an animal. I do not thank you for what you did to me.
We're your friends, Lockie. No matter how you acquired us. The only friends you have in the world. Don't value us lightly. Stay with us.
You made me think. For a little while, I'd misjudged my fellow man. You gave me a fool's religion to die on. You've no idea the bitterness I must thank you for.
Do you really believe that the only reason we were kind to you was because we knew?
Dare you deny that it did not help? It did not goad you on?
I can't deny.
Was it easy for you to like me?
No, it wasn't.
Should I be proud you liked me only because I was to
If
die?
that was the only reason, no. Lockie. Lockie, listen to me. Forget everything but this. For a little while, you learn the meaning of friendship. Didn't you say you shared a moment with kings?
If I must die to learn to love my fellow man, I'll do without him. It's too high a price to pay.
Darling, what difference does it make why people are good? Do you think I said I'd marry you only because I pitied you?
Didn't you pity me?
With all my heart. Surely there's pity in every woman's love.
I'm done with my packing.
Would you hate it if I kissed you goodbye? You did ask me to be your wife, you know.
Not words for you.
I'll have Yank help you with your kit. Yank? Would it mean anything to you if I married you now before you go?
Not.
When his transport's here, I want you to help him with his kit.
Yes, ma'am. I want that help. Better get this damn roll of film in here.
You don't have time to use it now, anyhow.
I just thought I might like some pictures of this gang myself before I leave.
Leave me out. I don't feel like pictures. Maybe later.
God, it's hot.
Blossom.
Leave me be! All right! That's enough out of you, goddammit! I want to tell you something before you go. You know there's just something mean in you that only a bullet can cure. You've been sore your whole life because things don't come easy for you, so you take your spat out on every person you ever met. You didn't want our friendship? Fine. You didn't pay for it. You didn't earn it. You got it for nothing, so what the hell are you kicking about? And now the payoff. You're sore because you didn't know when you were going to die. Does anybody else know when he's going to die? No. But you had to know. You're the kind of hero that likes to bet on a sure thing. You don't know what courage is. You've been afraid to live since the day you were born. What the hell do you think life is, Buster? A certified check? You tricked and you cheated me. I risked your friendship. You didn't give me friendship. You gave me pity. Did Blossom pity you? He didn't know you were going to die. He liked you. He wanted to give you something. And what do? You throw his friendship back in his face. It's a good thing you're going to die. A man like you causes a lot of unhappiness in the world. I wouldn't save you if I could. That's the way I feel about it.
rather hard on them, weren't you?
Forget it.
Hank, what were you shouting about?
That sore he had hit Blossom.
Why?
Because Blossom wanted to give him some beads when he saw he was going away.
Never mind. Lucky, your transport is here. Are you ready? Are you ready to go?
Aye.
Yank, will you help him with his kit?
No, he didn't want any help. Let him manage alone.
Yank, please.
No! He knows he's wrong, but he's so goddamn stubborn he'd rather die alone than admit it.
Digger. Tommy. I'll get the pursuit out there.
I want no help. Take it myself.
Lachlan. Goodbye.
Good. Now that he's out of the way, let's get some pictures, huh? Come on, Digger. Tommy. Kiwi. Hey, Blossom. Blossom. Come on, Digger. Give me something to take home. Here, sister. Take some pictures. Come on, take some pictures of us. Come on, you guys, stand over here.
I'd be willing to consider remaining. And admit you're wrong, please.
Look, if you think we're gonna beg you to stay, you're wasting your time. Go ahead, sister.
I'll not give you another chance.
We're ready if you are, sister. Take the pictures.
The film belongs to me. I'm not giving permission to
Look, we're not asking you for anything. Forgiveness or
I paid you good money for it.
I'm giving you your goddamn money back.
I have my rights. I'll not take it.
Rocky, please don't be
Hell with
spiteful.
him. Let him have it. Damn you. I wish I could understand something. I wish I could understand what the hell makes a man want to die despised and friendless. I do not want to die alone.
Why don't you say what you want to say?
It's not easy for me to say it.
all my life, I've hated what I could not have. It saved my pride. But now, I've not the time to squander on my pride. So I ask you humbly. I'd like to stay. If I must beg you to take me back, then I beg you. Could I have my bed?
Why don't you get back in your dailies, Buster?
You can change in my office.
You made him stay, Yank.
I feel like somebody ought to kick my teeth in. You think he'd feel any better if he could play his bagpipe?
I don't think he could. I don't think he's got the wind left in him.
He looked a bit pale.
Maybe you'd better go in and see him, sister.
No, I think not. He swallowed his pride. It'll take him a little while to digest it.
Well, why don't we finish these damn pictures, huh?
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah, before we all grow long gray beards, huh? Why don't you stand there, sister?
All right.
Oh, God, you guys are tall.
Ready?
Are we very handsome looking, sister?
Not very handsome. But very wonderful.
Well, take what you see. My legs are getting tired.
Ready? 1, 2.
Would you be so good as to let me have my photo taken with you? It is my film. You needn't consider that.
Buster, your place is right here.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.